Here we are with one more episode of Decoded on Manipur. I know we've been on a Manipur trip for some time, but elections hai to banta hai. The upcoming polls will be the 12th Assembly elections in Manipur, and while the run up has had its fair share of party dissent, violence, and leaders jumping ship, the only memorable event with regards to women candidates has been their near absence from the regular political discourse. I am Rifa Deka, and in this episode of Decoded, we will pay attention to the representation of women in 2020 Manipur Assembly elections.
Pursuing for months.
Village of Assam.
In the 75th Independence Day.
Sample this. Manipur only has 2 sitting women MLAs in the assembly. This year, of the 265 contestants vying for the 60 seats in the assembly, only 17 are women. This includes 4 from Congress, 3 from BJP, 2 from CPIM, 1 from Janata Dal United, 3 from National People's Party, 2 from the Nationalist Congress Party, and 2 independent candidates. That is less than 6% of the total candidates, a shockingly low number for a state that takes pride in its Ima Keithel and Nupi 1939. Now, one important clarification. Manipur had only 11 women contestants in the 2017 state assembly elections. So if I were to compare 2017 to 2022, it is an increase of 50%. Last time, there were only 2 female MLAs, Nemcha Kipgen, the BJP MLA from Kangpokpi, and Mirabai Devi, the Congress MLA from Patsoi. So in some ways, the 2022 elections are an improvement, but for how long will we be happy with incremental improvement? Will we ever see an assembly with even 20% women candidates, let alone 50%? Let us not forget women voters outnumber male voters in the state. Is it then such a wild idea to imagine a Manipur where 30 of the 60 MLAs were women? Nothing wrong in dreaming about equality, right? The one reason why many people do not remember that 11 women contested the 2017 Manipur State Assembly elections and 2 won was probably because one woman, Irom Sharmila. It is impossible to talk of women's struggles in the state of Manipur, especially the Imphal Valley, without talking about Sharmila, who fasted 16 years in a valiant, albeit unsuccessful attempt at getting the state and central government to repeal the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. In 2017, her party, the People's Resurgence and Justice Alliance, contested elections with Sharmila as one of the 2 candidates. Safe to say, the media, especially national and international media, arrived by the dozen, each eager to document the heroic struggle of Sharmila and whether her efforts would translate into electoral success. The result? She got 85 votes. Najima Bibi, the other candidate from PRJA and the first Muslim woman from Manipur to contest elections, got 33. Now, we are not trying to blame Irom Sharmila. She has suffered enough for her people. Let me explain. In 2017, with PRJA, it was hoped that a new wave of politics would usher in the state, and because the work and sacrifices of Irom Sharmila was there for everyone to see, there was no way people would not be moved by her act. To this day, women we spoke with at length mentioned how her debilitating loss hurt the chances of not just women but also for people aiming to win elections through clean means. To illustrate, 2 women, one from BJP and one from Congress, won elections. But as people we spoke to said, that is because they were backed by the resources of 2 national parties. Sharmila campaigned as she protested without any political backing. And her loss hurt many, both men and women. It would not be a fair comparison, but if the 2017 election saw the media hover around Irom Sharmila in 2022, it would have been all about super cop turned crusader against drugs, Brinda Thanaujam. In many ways, Thanajam fits the perfect candidate profile. She's a local, a mother, and most importantly, a former cop who spoke against corrupt politicians and the massive illegal drug trade in the state. Now, she wants to clean the system from within and is contesting from Yasikul on a Janata Dal United ticket. Such is her presence that JDU, which has never won a seat in Manipur, has a strong chance of opening their account. Brinda has no complex theory behind why we see so few women contesting elections. Here's what she said.
Just like in Mizoram, the civil society, the scholars, the intellects, and the elite class of Manipur have to stand up to clean up the electoral process so that we decrease the election expenditure, so that we allow in more credible, more women to come into politics and take part in decision making. It is the public and the ruling class and the elite class and the intellects, civil society, which all have to come together.
She, of course, is not alone in trying to explain why so few women. Here are other people trying their best to explain why their parties could not have a woman candidate.
Electoral politics, is a question of number, it's a question of winnability. We have got women candidates who wants to contest, but at the end of the day, we have to see the winnability. We have chosen with a lot of decision, with lots of studying, with lots of going through the background and all this. And we expect that all the three lady candidates would win from our party. In the other party, I'm not very certain. Some of them maybe just only to fill up the numbers. That maybe that. I'm just saying that could be. But
that is a lot of words for essentially saying, nope, not taking that risk. Oh, why are you asking real questions now? Then there is the question of money. According to ADR, there are 91 crorepatис contesting only in phase 1 of the elections this time. Guess how many are women? Don't guess, there are none. With no money of their own and few if any parties ready to back them en masse, come March 10, whoever wins, it is pretty clear that women's representation will be far from ideal in Manipur.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to EastMojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.